Hello, it's Miss Denise and Hazel from Aaron Public Library, and welcome to Cuisine for Kiddos. Well, today the recipe that we're making is
Popovers.
popovers, yum! And we're ready to show you what you're going to need. This is a pretty simple recipe because you only need 5 ingredients, and Hazel's going to hold them up. A tablespoon and a half of melted butter, 3 eggs, 1.5 cups of flour, and this is just all-purpose flour, and an equal amount, 1.5 cups of milk, and the milk and the eggs should be at room temperature, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. So our hands are washed, counter's been wiped off, we're ready to get started. You're ready, Hazel?
Yep.
Yep. Let's start with the eggs. I'll do mine. And just put that shell in the bowl. Perfect. And whisk them up. Let's add our milk. This is 1.5 cups of milk. Do you want me to do it, and you can keep whisking?
Yes.
Okay. Room temperature milk. Three-quarters of a tablespoon, 1.5 tablespoons of melted butter. And 3/4 of a tablespoon of kosher salt. Do you want to pour or do you want to whisk?
I'll pour.
Okay, you can do that.
Ooh, shoot.
Oh, you know what? I think we've got about 3/4 now with that because it overflowed a little. That should be perfect.
It's going to be salty.
No, I think that was just about 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's just about right. Okay, this is 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour, and the recipe calls for 1.5 cups, so we need a bit more. Oh, a little too much. And then you have to whisk until it's nice and smooth, so this might take you a bit. And while this is getting whisked, I'm going to put our popover pan that is really well buttered into the oven for 2 minutes to warm up while Hazel's whisking.
I think it's getting kind of close to being smooth.
You think so?
It's hard to tell. I mean, this
Oh,
is
keep
dough.
whisking. You're doing great. It's coming. Sure, I'm getting tired. You want me to whisk for a little bit?
No.
Okay. You're doing a good job getting all those lumps out of there. And this is kind of a runny batter. It's not like pancake batter that's more solid. This has equal parts of flour and milk. And then of course the eggs and butter add more to the liquid. So this is much runnier than you might expect with pancake
I think
batter.
it's smooth.
You think it's good?
Mhm.
Okay. Great. I'm going to get the pan out. It hasn't been quite 2 minutes yet, but that's okay. We'll take it out. And I'm going to let you fill the pan. In the popover pan, it gets filled just about half full, maybe a little bit less than half. I'll do one to show you about how full it should be.
Okay.
And I think in order to pour it into the pan, it might be easier using this pitcher. So I'm going to pour our batter in here. Get it all out.
That does seem like it'll work better than just
Yeah,
trying to pour
it does.
out
It
that.
does. It'll be easier to handle. Okay, I'm getting it out. Yep. And here's our pan with melted butter in it. And this is really hot, so I want you to be careful. And this is how full it should be. And this recipe should make 12 popovers. I'll do the ones on this side because I don't want you to get burnt, but you do these that are close to you. Okay, great. You're doing great. Okay, and I'll do the last two. And then we'll pop it in the oven. And this goes into a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. You have to watch them. If they look like they're getting too brown, they're ready to come out. This is what they should look like when they're done. Okay, so into the oven it goes. And when they're done, and don't peek, don't open the oven if you want them to rise nicely. This is what they look like. And Hazel's going to choose one. And this is what they go ahead and break it open so they can see how airy they are on the inside. This is what they look like when they're all done. And they are yummy. They're best served right out of the oven warm. So we hope you like this recipe. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.